everyone. Welcome back. We are watching Outlander, and this is season 6, episode 2. The title is called Allegiance. Last episode was interesting because Jamie realized he needed to become that position. He wanted to be in that position to probably protect the Native Americans. He knew if this position was in anyone else's hands, especially the Browns or anybody else, it would be a bad problem because they already think that the Native Americans are burning down the houses right now. It's like kind of this detective mystery season right now. We don't know who's done it thing. So again, Jamie has taken a position of power that is very uncomfortable for him, but in his mind, he's like, at least I can lead things a certain way and also be ahead of the game. Like, he'll get the information before other people so he can sort of shift and protect and do what he can. I'm talking to you guys without the mic next to me. I'm sorry. It makes sense why he chose to do this. I just know why also it's going to be very tough because he's going to have to play the role that he's been having to play, where he sort of has to fit in with everyone else, but he has a completely different mindset and try to work his magic, I guess. So, I'm ready for this episode. You can find the full versions of these reactions, the uncut versions, on my Patreon. Links are in my description box below. It's patreon.com/Imon Snow. Truly appreciate your support there. And I'm ready to jump in.
You must understand. The king may be hesitant to arm you against his own people.
That we can kill them without guns, if we want to.
Of course you can. But you are wise enough not to. I can't promise it.
Wado,
Okay,
thank you.
well, there you go.
For your honesty, at least. I
That's
hope
good.
you'll stay the night.
It's so awesome to just see the community growing. I love it. Like, over time, what this has become, it's really cool.
Right hand of yours.
I've decided that I shall leave this hand as it is.
Why?
If this infirmity be God's will, then so be it. The devil finds work for idle hands, Malva. Be off with you.
Oh my god.
You know, the truth of the matter is,
Thank you. But I've much to do today.
I wonder if he'll ever do it.
We were saying how remarkable it is that you're a physician, you being a lady. Weren't we, Alan?
Yes, we were. Particularly when others might accuse such a woman of witchcraft on them.
It's happened before. Oh. Uh-oh. 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 Oh, Ian is in there.
There is a woman in my bed. Cease. The two of you. You are very beautiful, but I cannot lie with you.
Do I believe her?
She says she wants to know why not.
Tell them I have an oath over me.
Oh my god,
I
what did he
told them
say?
that the creator came to you in a dream and instructed you that you mustn't lie with a woman until you've brought guns to Chief Bart. Well, at least I hope I did.
Until I what?
One of the lasses, well, she's disappointed because you have a very nice, and the other, she's a little more philosophical.
Jamie's.
But they might have had red hair, I think.
What's wrong with you?
I gather it isn't something you want your bairn to be marked with, if you can help it.
There's no danger of that happening now, is it?
observe.
Well, let this be a lesson to you, lass. If you do have the misfortune to marry, don't let him touch you, or he'll end up like this.
The baby is in the right place. With time and practice, you can feel when the baby is in the proper position. Head down towards the pelvis.
Well, it seems to me the proper position would be out of my womb.
Out into.
Oh my god, they're having this conversation.
I've noticed some more bruising.
No, I fell, is all.
Hurt you. Look, it's no secret that he's been drinking more than usual lately.
It wasn't his fault. I am cursed with my mother's temper. And it got the better of me.
So he was defending himself.
Being gone. Being drunk. He's ashamed. The fool. He's taken a notion that he should have been there to defend us.
Oh.
When what happened.
That wasn't his fault.
Still.
I've said that
It's
time
just
and
how
time
he's
again.
processing it.
How could it be his fault when he wasn't there? But you
Yeah.
want to hear it.
Damn. So tough. After just one traumatic experience, everyone is like in so much pain. Oh. God, of course this would be happening, of course. No, honey. Oh. God, everyone needs like that, just to face the music moment in this season. I'm so thankful Jamie did not fall into his temptations, because especially right now, I mean, at any point it would have been horrible, but the fact that Claire is in so much fucking pain, I try not to cuss, but I did, and like it'd be like, yeah, you're just going off and having all this fun while I'm like, you know, it's like this suffering thing, like there's like layers to it. It's just, I don't know, bare minimum, dude. Like, anyways.
Home, Mr. Freeman.
Where's my woman?
Yeah, I've missed you.
You just did.
Jesus.
You're smiling. Nice, was it?
Acquires weapons, they may soon be pointed at us.
I'm so glad he can
It would be a shame
tell him this.
if our Indian neighbours became our enemies.
Yeah.
O God, our Heavenly Father, who art leading us through the changes of time to the rest and blessedness of eternity,
She's
be thou
alive.
near to us now to comfort, uphold, make us know and feel
She's
that thy
alive.
children are.
Christ defend us.
Stay back. She needs some air.
What the hell?
Mrs. Wilson?
Can you hear me?
Where am I? You're in the church. And your family.
You're at your funeral, darling.
Here.
What devilry is this?
Pulse is weak.
You shameless skinflint. Have you laid me out in a barn with nothing but a crust of bread and a drappy wine for the sin eater?
Skinflint.
My good broocher said I wanted to be buried. Stole it for your own do.
Stole it?
Have I not given you a home these past 20 years? Mrs. Wilson, do you not know that you stand before God?
As do you.
Aye, but I'm afraid you're closer. Your condition's temporary.
He's like, give me the money.
Hiram. You've been a good lad.
No.
We have some exciting news.
You're pregnant?
Oh, more Brianna than me.
No.
Oh, child.
She's
Oh, I don't envy Brie, but I'm very happy for you both.
A toast.
no, it's the phosphorus.
No, stop. No, I'm not with child.
I thought so too, though. Oh, she made a match.
We
Oh.
better.
These matches will be very useful.
I think it's wonderful, darling. And I, for one, can't wait to use them.
Oh,
Oh. 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 Oh.
Marsali?
Lord almighty.
Is it happening?
Something feels wrong. Claire, something feels different from before here.
Help me get her to the surgery.
What can I do? I don't know what it is you can do, but she thinks there's something. You'll regret it if you're not there. Trust me. Maybe not today, but there'll come a time where you'll look at your child and you'll never forgive yourself if you're not with Marsali on this blessed day.
Yeah.
He needs you now. So for tonight, pull yourself together and be the man that Marsali thinks you are, the man that you promised her you'd be. You don't have to.
Yeah, good, Roger. Fergus, good.
Help me, Monsieur.
I'm here for you.
Oh my god, Marsali just like brightened up so much. Like livened up.
I suppose you would not have heard of this, milady. A woman's breast encourages the womb to move.
Of course Fergus would know that.
Heard of it before, but it's...
Another would do such service for her. I've done it before. It helps. Huh? When Joan came.
I think I'm gonna die.
You always think you'll die. All women think.
Aye.
Well. That's what the wee bugger's up to, then. Some post needs sorting.
White people will tell them that they are, but no. No, not really.
Cherokee, you're strong.
Not strong enough.
Knowing what happens to them. I'm responsible too.
Interesting.
That's it!
No, wait, come on.
It's rather large.
Ooh.
Is that so?
Okay. What is it?
Fergus. Fergus.
What did he say?
Oh,
He's a dwarf.
Oh.
But he's perfectly healthy.
Oh. What a sweetheart.
Seeing as we have decided to stay here for good, I guess I should be patient.
Convey my request for guns to your king.
Decided against it. Just trust me. It's for the best.
We'll see of us, Bear Killer.
At least he didn't say, yeah, I asked, and they said no. He's being honest.
And if I hear of anyone accusing her of witchcraft again,
Threaten.
The milk has turned. I want milk. Come to a land of milk and honey, eh? Because you're spending too much time with Mistress Fraser.
God. Oh, no.
Stand up!
No. Ew. This is sick. Oh, it's his hand. Oh, thank God. Claire, do not work on his hand. Look at her face.
Take that look off your face.
No, don't.
I had the child.
Oh. So what happened?
Christy, what brings you here?
My hand is worse. It's
So
preventing
that's the
me from...
motivation.
if Governor Martin sees fit, the Cherokee will have their guns. To do with them as they please. Ian. He had a child. With his Mohawk wife.
He what?
Told Marsali. Didn't say more about it.
All right. First things first. I'm so happy Marsali is alive. I was terrified that she was going to die. And this is really the reality when it comes to pregnancy and giving birth. It's extremely dangerous. And I think we forget that. And even though even today we have a lot of technology, medicine has advanced, it's still high risk. I mean, it's risky. Pushing a child out of you, and you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know. So that really made me, God, so emotional, because I mean, she really is becoming like a person, a character, a person I really love. I just love her outlook on life. I love her fieriness. She's really awesome. Like, she just genuinely is, and she wants to learn, and she wants to be a part of things. And this season of life and this actual season is tough because now Marsali has to go through this struggle with Fergus, which really, really, really is hard. But again, very, very realistic to so many stories that any of us can really relate to. And so it's just seeing her really alone. She's already just 3 kids, plus now another. Fergus is gone. It's so hard. It's really hard. It's hard to do this. And being a single mom, you can be married and still be a single mother. There's a lot of single moms within marriages. And it's the truth. But of course, it's a hard truth to look at, so a lot of people won't look at it. And then some women get lucky or they choose well, which is hard to say, even choosing well. Because look, even in this instance, Fergus is a really good guy. Marsali chose him. They fell in love. But years later, I mean, we're talking 5, 6, 7 years later, he is now going through this situation that he couldn't have even foretold. Who would have thought that someone would come into their home and beat Marsali, knock her unconscious, take Claire, and all this would happen, and then he's going to have some sort of traumatic experience from this. Like, we don't know what the future holds. So even if you choose well, you don't know how you're going to be in 10 years or how your partner is going to be in 10 years. And that's not even including hardships in life, sickness in life, mental health issues in life, losing money in life. You know, it's hard. There's something very naive about that and egotistical about saying it's your fault, you didn't choose well. I just think you don't know, even if you have met someone who's a good person, they're human, and humans, they fail and they fall. It's just a part of what we do. The good news is, and as the Batman quote goes,
Why do we fall, sir? So that we can learn to pick ourselves up.
it's part of life to fall, and it's also part of life to find a way to get back up, and hopefully we have support systems and belief within ourselves that we get back up. So hopefully Fergus gets back up. But just to see that this sweet, beautiful relationship is now going through a difficulty is really important for us as an audience. Even though it's a fantasy, it's a fiction, there's so much truth to fiction. So it's relatable. And it also can put some emphasis on some of maybe our own beliefs of, like, you know, some of us grew up with Disney. I did. And like, you know, it's like you're Sleeping Beauty and you just get kissed by Prince Charming and then you're saved and that's the end and it's gonna be perfect. And funny enough, my favorite Disney cartoon amongst like the Disney princesses was, guess what? Beauty and the Beast. I liked the conflict between Belle and Gaston and being an outsider, being someone who was different and being judged by that, and then meeting the Beast and his outbursts, and it was like complex, and I liked that. And there was work to be done. There was work to be done on the Beast's part, and even with Belle and on, you know, her just standing firm in her beliefs, because it's so easy to just be like, you know what, I'll step back for this one. So it's really cool to see these stories not just have like these perfect endings, and we get to see the lifetime of these characters and how they have a season of peace and then there's a season of pain. So it's like the bird song, turn, turn, turn.
There is a season, turn, 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 and a time to every purpose under heaven.
It's really cool just to see this. I really hope Fergus can accept his son and we can't choose how our children are going to be. Blaming himself at least the best that he can. And the reality is he's in amongst a beautiful community. He's got Jamie there. He's got Roger. He's got Ian. Like, strong, capable men who have been through hell and can really come together. Very happy Roger was able to be there for Fergus and just kind of be like, what are you doing, man? Get out of here. Go your wife needs you. So that was really cool to see. And, he actually really helped. Fergus really, really, really helped Marsali. She needed him. He had the tools to help her. Just beautiful, because there's conflict, but there's still love. Like, Fergus loves Marsali, and he wants to be better, but it's hard. It's hard when you fall into the hole. The same thing with Claire. Claire is, she's so far, no one can tell what she's going through, but she's fallen into the hole, and she's trying to run away from the pain, and I don't freaking blame her. A lot of us haven't been, some of us have been through what Claire has been through. A lot of us haven't. So it's like, I can't say one way or the other of like, she shouldn't be doing that. It's more of like, oh, like when she does it, it's like, but I don't know what I would do if I was in her shoes. Like, so it's like, we never know unless we're in someone's shoes. So within this episode, we find out Ian has had a child. He was married. We don't know if they're still alive or what's going on there. That's still a mystery. But I guess we'll find out. But it makes sense for him to want to choose the side of like the Cherokee and the Mohawk. And it's so, like, I'm glad that the series does delve into like the realities. Like when it went into slavery in season, was it season 3? Yeah, it was season 3, season 4, like the slave trade and everything that was going on and how just horrific it was. And they didn't shy away from that. And season 4, the same way, they didn't shy away from it. They like had some specific episodes to really make us feel like the weight. Because, it was worse than that. And then Brianna coming in with the, like, you know what, there's still injustice for the Native Americans, the indigenous people of America. There's still a big injustice that happens here and in Canada, and people are displaced. There's trauma. It's so hard to really wrap your mind around it because it's still ongoing and there's still pain from things that happened 200 years ago, and so. Yeah, so it's great. It's great that Ian's going to be on their side. It's great that Jamie sees that and is like, yeah, I'm going to give my allegiance to my nephew. I love that. What else? I'm trying to like go through the little bullet points in my mind. Brianna and Roger, they were just so sweet and cute. And Brianna made a match. That's actually awesome, like that she did that. Seriously, that's so cool. And we'll see where she goes. She's got a lot of ideas, it looks like. Lots of drawings and blueprints for certain things. I'm very excited to see where she goes, because she's capable of so much. And she's got just like, she can have help from a lot of people too there. And then last but not least, Them Christy. Like, we're really getting into the depths of his darkness. And it's sad because it's like, whoa, like he's tormented. Clearly, yes, he's abusing and he's an abuser, but clearly he's tormented. Like, none of us would want to spend a day in that guy's body or mind. It's probably torturous enough. The sad part is he tortures those around him, and that's the problem. If you're tortured inside, you got to get to a place where you allow yourself to be burdened by it, like becoming self-aware enough to be like, no, this is my thing, cannot put it on others. And I don't know if he can be helped. I don't know what is going to happen with him. I don't know. He's older, and it's really hard for people who are older to change. It's not impossible, just harder, because you form habits, you form beliefs. He's very he's strong in his beliefs that Christian sucks, because like you have like the normal way of like just having faith, like Roger and Jamie and other characters who they go to church or they believe in God, and it's all good. And then you have others who are just so superstitious or like fall into their mental health stuff. Like they haven't looked in the mirror. They haven't looked to get help. So they just, all the stuff that's within them that's torturing them, mental health, whatever it is, mental illness, then they take from the Bible and they'll like really, really, really like take it and go all the way to the depths of wherever you can go with that. I've seen it happen because I've grown up around that stuff, so it's tough. And thankfully, I didn't have the situation like that where it's like you gotta get lashings, you gotta nothing like that. But I can just see how the things that we're afraid of and like falling into conspiracies, falling into this fear thing. It really does stem from fear, and that's why we try to find some sort of like something to allege, something to hold on to, and then we reinterpret the verses, and it's I don't know, it's human, I guess, but to then put that on others, like creating a church and then being like, oh, this is the reality, this is fact, like that's something Them Christy would have done. It's scary, and it happens all the time. So it's great. It's great. They're touching on a lot of subjects. And so far, I mean, this is only second episode. It's really cool. So it's amazing still. Season 6 so far is really, really good. I'm really curious where it goes. And yeah, what happens with Them Christy, what happens with his daughter and his son. His daughter really seems hopeful. Like she might break away from this. I hope she does. She seems so bright. For being someone who had to be told, being raised and being told your mother is a sinner, look where she is, she's in hell burning, and that's where you're going to be. You have your mother's dark soul. Like, do you know how traumatic that is? It's bad. It hurts. So I really hope that she breaks away. So we'll see. We'll see. But that's all for now. Thank you guys for watching with me, and I will see you guys in the next episodes of Outlander. Take care. Bye, everyone.